But now Nico is doing fantastic, so let's see if English clubs will reactivate that option. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we are gonna mention about Olise, big story, but also something to say on other situations, including Borussia Dortmund, with a here we go, a swap deal for Aston Villa and Juventus, and also something crucial on Nico Williams, who is doing fantastic at the Euros with a release clause. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, Bayern are closing in on a deal to sign Michael Olise. Big bomb, big story tonight. Credits to David Ornstein from The Athletic, the first one to report about this one. Michael Olise with Chelsea no longer in the race and with Bayern closing in on the deal. As of tonight, Bayern are really at the final stages of the story. The expectation is for Bayern to trigger the release clause, pay what's needed to Crystal Palace. It's gonna be something in the region of £50 million from what I'm told. It will be more clear in the next hours and days, but this is going to be the fee, and then they could complete the deal for Michael Olise. So work in progress on this one. It's really close and imminent because Michael Olise has made his decision. He wants to go to Bayern. So despite an important proposal for Chelsea, Chelsea have been involved. Chelsea have been optimistic. They started to feel something strange when Palace 2 days ago offered a new deal to Michael Olise. So they understood that the situation was still open, that Olise was still not sold to Chelsea project, but they always kept their confidence because they were negotiating, they were speaking to Olise, they've been working on this deal for more than 1 year. Chelsea wanted Olise 1 year ago, he was really close. Then Chelsea tried again to present their project, their ideas. So they had a feeling to convince Michael Olise and to make it happen as top target for their summer transfer window on the winger position. But then, after days of negotiations and talks, Michael Olise told, first of all, Crystal Palace that his decision was to join Bayern, and then also informed all the other clubs. Chelsea decided to leave the conversations earlier tonight, also because they had a feeling that this deal was going to be too expensive in terms of salary and in terms of package to pay to Crystal Palace. So Chelsea were not happy with the financials of the deal, but also it's also honest and correct to say that Michael Olise's decision was to go to Bayern. So he made a very clear decision. Bayern is the project he wanted, with the directors working on it, with Vincent Kompany working on it, and also to play Champions League football, something that Olise really wanted. So the agreement between Olise and Bayern is done. Now working on a deal between clubs, but the expectation is for them to pay the release clause. Chelsea are out of the story, and it was too expensive, but also the player plan was clear. Bayern over all the others. All the others because Crystal Palace presented a new contract proposal to Olise with higher salary and with also a new release clause for the future seasons 25 and 26, but Olise preference was for Bayern. Newcastle also were given permission to talk to Olise. 3 were the clubs allowed: Chelsea, Newcastle and Bayern, but with Newcastle it was never close. They tried, but was never close because it was between Bayern and Chelsea. And then also important to say that Manchester United were interested in Michael Olise, but they ended up not even bidding for him because of financial fair play situation. Today, Man United were not in a position to go there and put more than £50 million as total part of the deal for Michael Olise. This is why, at the moment, we can guarantee that Manchester United were never close to completing the deal for Michael Olise. They had him on their list for a long time, but was never something close. Chelsea felt they were close at one point, but it was never a done deal. And also important to say that Olise preference, this is important to clarify, is Bayern, and the parties involved in this story believe that in the next days everything is going to be reviewed in terms of documents. The deal will be closed also between clubs, and so soon here we go for Michael Olise to become a new Bayern player. Meanwhile, guys, some important stories around. One is about Douglas Luiz, because Douglas Luiz to Juventus is really almost imminent at the final details. The deal is very clear now for Douglas Luiz. Enzo Barrenechea, Samuel Ealing Jr. to Aston Villa, Douglas Luiz to Juventus. A fee between 25 and 30 million euros will also go to Aston Villa from Juventus. Juve will keep 10% future sale of Barrenechea and Ealing Jr. So Douglas Luiz really close, more than close to joining Juventus. The deal is at the final stages. Then important to say that for Borussia Dortmund was a crucial day. Borussia Dortmund closed a deal, exclusive news confirmed, for Waldemar Anton, the centre-back of the German national team, joining them from Stuttgart. Borussia Dortmund will pay the release clause. The clause is 22 million euros. The player will sign a 4-year contract. He's now with the German national team, so Anton is obviously more than excited about this possibility. He spoke to his agent, so everything is clear on player side. Borussia Dortmund spoke to Stuttgart to inform them about the desire to pay the release clause, and so everything is completed, will be formally triggered in the next days, but they are already informed about the process. So Anton, new centre-back for Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund are not signing Jan Madsen, who is going to Aston Villa, closing in on the final details on personal terms. And then also important to say on Borussia Dortmund that their priority now as new left back is Ferdi Kadioglu from Fenerbahce, a player really wanted by the new manager Nuri Sahin. So working hard on that one. Working hard on the pitch, Nico Williams, fantastic player from Athletic. He had a great season in Spain, and also he's having a fantastic Euro. He absolutely destroyed Italy on Thursday night, and now we can say that the movement will start around Nico Williams. He was one of the players that Bayern considered in March behind the scenes, but now they are signing Olise, so forget about it. But also important to say that English clubs considered Nico Williams. For example, Chelsea had him on their list last summer before signing Cole Palmer. He was one of the players they had in the list. Then they decided to go for Palmer as priority target. But also Arsenal, Liverpool, these clubs asked for information on Nico Williams in the last 6-7 months. The real issue, more than release clause, was the salary. So the cost of the deal in terms of salary was something that always created a problem. But now Nico is doing fantastic, so let's see if English clubs will reactivate that option. There is also strong interest from Barcelona, but for Barca depends on financial fair play. So Barca will be there based on financial fair play, but also Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea, these three clubs keeping always close eye to Nico Williams. How much is the release clause? The new clause into his contract at Athletic Club is 58 million euros. This is the value of the clause. The president of the club yesterday said that they are not worried, they are not scared about other clubs, they feel that Nico is really happy in Bilbao, but at the same time, when there is a release clause, the situation is always open and dangerous, and so keep an eye on Nico Williams, because the situation could be serious after the Euros, with 58 million euros release clause to become a big opportunity for many clubs. So Nico could be one to watch for interest from Premier League, and keep an eye on the winger of the Spanish national team. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Nico Williams. Which club should go for him? Olise, Bayern, Chelsea, Palace, all the story. Let me know your opinion here in comments. Also on Douglas Luiz, who is about to join Juventus from Aston Villa, and Borussia Dortmund going for Anton as new centre-back. An important signing for them. Also Bayer Leverkusen wanted to sign him, but he's going to Borussia Dortmund. I want to know your opinion, guys, here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.